Hello everyone! I hope you liked my November challenge where I ate my daily recommended servings of fruits and vegetables for the entire month. Now it's on to my final 2020 challenge, which is doing a plank every day in December. Let's get started! Now this video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos that I've posted over the last week or so. As this challenge is going to be a physical one, I didn't really feel like I needed to do as much sort of research and sort of background, as it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to do a plank. In lieu of that, I'm going to show you why I chose this challenge, what I felt through the month based on doing this every day, and then show you my last plank, which hopefully will be the longest held plank that I've done all month. So I decided to do this challenge as I actually never have really tried to do planks as an exercise. I mean, I've done them before in, say, like workout videos like P90X or 21 Day Fix, those kinds of things, where it would just be part of an existing workout that would be for a short period of time. Also, I decided to do this challenge of doing a plank as it's something you can do anywhere. You don't really need any equipment, you don't need to go to a gym, you can just decide to do it, and then you just need a floor. You need enough space on the floor to lay down your body, basically, and that's pretty much it. This was going to be a great sort of challenge for December because usually it's pretty busy. I mean, it hasn't been that busy this year because of the situation with the pandemic, but still, it was sort of a great idea that I could just say, oh yeah, I forgot to do that, and then I just plop myself down and do it. I just need a timer and myself. That was it. And I also have to give some props to my friend Chris, because he sort of helped me out with this idea. We were talking about this like a couple months ago, and he said, oh, this would be a great challenge because you can do it anywhere. And I was like, that's such a great idea. So thanks, Chris. So let's get right into the challenge. The challenge started off with doing sort of a high plank, which was a plank, but I was sort of extending out my arms straight instead of sort of on your elbows, which is like a low plank. So I did that the first day for 2 minutes, and I thought, okay, this is a good starting point. From there, I would start to add 10 seconds every day. So if I did that for the 31 days in December, that would put me at a final time of 7 minutes. So I decided that will be my end goal for the month, is to get to 7 minutes, a 7-minute plank. So that's adding 5 minutes throughout the whole month, which I thought was going to be easy. Throughout the month, I sort of kept going. I was adding time, and I actually decided to try and switch it up, you know, sort of halfway through the month, and decided to do a low plank where I was on my elbows. However, I was still trying to keep my time going, and I didn't try to go any backwards on any time, and my abs did not like the low plank. I think it would have been a different story if I started out with the low plank, because my body would have been working towards that. But yeah, that didn't last very long, as I wanted to make sure I got to my goal. So I switched back over to the high plank again. And if you watched my video or my first video about my push-ups, my sit-ups and everything, I kind of got a little lazy halfway through the month and didn't realize till about a week ago that, oh, my 7-minute goal is coming up, and I'm not anywhere close to being to it or on pace for that, because I think whenever I did the low planks, I didn't add any time. I tried to just do the same amount of time as the previous day, and so that got me behind. So on my second last day yesterday, I tried to push through and get through some more time in. So I got to 6 minutes and 30 seconds yesterday. So that left me with adding 30 seconds on to my final day, which I've never done that big of a jump in a day. So to meet my goal, this is going to really push me and really going to hurt. It's going to suck. And before I get into sort of the next part of this video, I just wanted to say that these planks, or the high planks, have been pretty awful. And they definitely take a lot of sort of willpower and gumption, is what I'll say, to really push yourself past your barrier of what you think you can do, because usually every time I've been doing these, once I sort of hit that 3 or 4 minute mark, it's been terrible from there on. So you just have to struggle with yourself to keep yourself going and fight yourself, because your body wants to stop. But if you use your mind, you can definitely get through it, and I'm hoping to do that for my last video. With saying that, let's jump into my last plank right now. There you go, folks. I did it. That was not easy by any means. So this is my last day of my December challenge, and this is the last day of sort of all of my challenges for 2020. What a year it has been. Back in December 2019, when I decided to do these challenges, I don't think any of you or myself knew what kind of year we were going to get into. Even though it was a hard year, these challenges kept me busy and sort of moving and, keeping me preoccupied even during the hardest parts of this year. So I'm glad I did these challenges. I have to say, I learned a lot this past year through doing these challenges. I can now say with video evidence that I am way more resilient than I thought I ever could be. I pushed myself, and now I know there's always a barrier waiting to be broken. To be honest, the bar I had set for myself at the beginning of this 2020 challenge got completely blown out of the water, and can't wait to continue my journey to reach my new goals. I did so many great challenges this year that pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I'm so happy I did these challenges. It's amazing what you can do with a little bit of discipline and manifesting your goals physically on either, say, a piece of paper, or in my case on the internet, to give you the motivation to follow through with your goals. I recommend that you do the same if you are trying to set new goals for yourself, because if anything out of this whole year and the videos I've made, it shows that if you put yourself out there and you just start, you never know what's going to happen. So just try. And lastly, I am so happy I decided to share this journey with you all, as it kept me accountable, as I've said before, and I was able to learn a new skill that I've always wanted to learn. As this year ends, I am almost finished pulling together my 2020 goals, and will be sharing them with you all shortly. So keep an eye out for those. See you in the next video, and Happy New Year.